Hello guys, welcome to the Raintrail channel. Today I'm bringing an updated Unchained list. I just won an OTS championship, played locals a lot like the last few weeks, and only had like 2 losses in like 40 matches. So yeah, the deck is really good. It's hopefully still playable after the ban list, because it doesn't like play Moon or anything. Yeah, it has really good Snake Eye matchups, really good going second, pretty good going first. Yeah, so let's get into the list. It's the 3 Aruras, obviously the Shavara, Shayama, Sarama. That's it for the Unchained names. It's a smaller Unchained package, like to really prevent drawing dead cards. It's more of a like Light Fiend spam link deck, and those are just really good for your end board, and this is really good going second. Together with the 3 Prison and 3 Traps. I didn't want to max out on the traps because like almost every dead hand has like 1 or multiple traps in it. Of course, traps can be nice, but you don't play that many Unchains to make them live because you don't play Rakeas. So this is needed because if you like open 1 trap, you go for the other one, so you have both in cycle, and you need the 3rd one for follow-up to set off Shavara to kill on turn 3. So that's the minimum amount you could play. 1 escape for another card I can show later. So this could the other card could be a second escape, but I think that trap ratio is fine. Then for the Fiendsmith package, 3 Engraver, 3 Tractors, because you always want to have access to those, because those are the most broken cards. Those give the best endboard pieces. Those alone get you into your Unchained engine. On its own, I can turn the end. It's like pretty simple with the Lurry and the 1 Sanct in case you open both. And Sanct is really good going first because you need a normal summon in this deck that is good, that doesn't lose too hard to Malchami, so it's not Beckoning Beast, and that is good going second, so it's not Tour Guide. And that still does more than Rakea, or it does more for consistency, and I played the small musket package. No spell traps, only the monsters for Starfire. So if you open like Starfire with Drag, you can obviously trigger this. You add the Fiendsmith, summon the Calamity from deck. Then you go Fiendsmith effect at your Sanctus, link this off, and then you go Sanct here, and you get to reborn this again. So this produces a lot of buddies. And if you just open like this plus Engraver, it's still a lot of buddies because you go like Engraver with the Tractors, and you get the summon that way. You have Prosperities to make this live prisons, so you have a lot of ways. And even if you don't, like 1 Light Fiend full combos in this deck, so I will show in the end. So those are just really good normal summons going first, and they push really well into boards going second with just max to summon, because like you use this effect, this usually forces 1 interruption, then you go into max to summon 2. If that resolves it, it's basically GG because you have 3 Light Fiends for free. If it doesn't, you still ate up 2 interruptions by 1 normal summon. You still kept the Light Fiend that can go into Requiem into Fiendsmith, which was another interaction. So this forces a lot of interaction with like only a few cards. So that's it for the big Fiendsmith package with the 3 Prosperity, best card in the game if you can play it. And for non-engine, I have 13 non-engine right now. So first of all, the best ones I think in this deck are Droplet and Chalice, because if you summon the musket, your opponent is pretty like he's pretty forced to interact with this with IP or something, IP into SP for example. So you can like you need outs to protect your musket, like with Droplet and Chalice, and those cards are your versatile in general. This is a bit sad because it doesn't out Desiree, but if it just trades with Apo or IP, or if your opponent Desirays it, that's totally fine. And this deck doesn't really struggle against Appaloosa, like IP is far worse, so you want outs to IP that work against Appaloosa as well, and those are the best ones I think. Then for the kind of worst non-engine going second, I think, is the Talents and Thrust. Those are really good going first, but going second they are a bit worse than those. Like there would like Foolish Goods for Blackcoat would be better, but I didn't want to include the brick. And they are really great going first, and especially post side. This helps against Shifter even game 1 because I'm playing the 1 Imperm to just set off this because Imperm is a fine card. Also Appaloosa can stop some sort of like pseudo FTKs, but doesn't really come up. But it's just there if you get Shifter, you can set Imperm. If you don't open like hard open Arua, so you can set your escape. Yeah, and it's still a good card. So this is 40 cards. And for the side deck, 3 Ash for like going first against Malchami and Rogue decks. Then the 3 Malchami, the Lightning Storm Duster, the Mistaken Arrest is just the best going first card in this deck. Especially now you don't play Beckoning Beast, so you don't need to search on your follow-up turn usually. So this is like really good because it basically FTKs any deck if you have some kind of ward with this. Even on its own, it's really good. But if you have this plus rage, it's like basically GG after like multiple hand traps. And then Nibiru, this was like mainly for like Gimmick Puppet, Ritual Beasts, like some like those niche decks. And if I like see my opponent commit into Nip game 1, I side in Nip against Snake Eye. Because it's not that easy to find or know the combos that play through Nip well, especially for the 1 cards. And they're more incentivized to play into Nip to get access to their different dimension grounds, etc. So Nibiru really helps there. And different dimension ground isn't that bad for this deck because the Muskets actually like produce a lot of bodies under different dimension grounds, so that's totally fine. It plays a lot better than like classic Unchained under DDG. And then for the extra deck, space is a bit tight, but like you still fit 2 Yama, 1 for first turn, 1 for follow up. Sometimes you have to make 2 first turn, but it's completely fine. Rage, Anguish, Album, you don't have space to play more Rage, but 1 is fine as long as it's not getting sealed. And you can often make your Caesar before committing into Rage. And the SP for Rage. The 1 max for the Muskets, you still need to force out bodies. Going first, it puts 1 extra life in the grave, so that's really really good. Requiem, Sequentia, those 2, like you can't make this with every single hand, but I think this might be more important than Caesar. So you can sometimes go into this instead of Caesar. Sometimes you can do both, like in the 3 card combos. Really good card because you now with the Fiendsmiths you often get to keep your Shavara in hand, which I'm like mostly doing. I'm basically always keeping Shavara in hand if I can. So in your opponent's turn you have like Shavara on this and you get like more interruptions that way. Then the Necro Crypt and the Aerial Eater, those are needed for the 1 card Light Fiends combos. They don't come up that often. Like this is not that needed, it's only needed in the 1 cards. This comes up a lot because if you don't open any Unchained cards, you need this together with Yama to get into your full Unchained stuff. And then the Caesar and the Typhoon, because this is a board breaker deck, you need Typhoon to out the Desiree and kill afterwards. And it's Fiend, like it's super needed. So for the combo with the Light Fiend, I can show like for example a Musket, like works as well for the Fiendsmith and Lurie, etc. You go use this for the max, for Requiem, go Requiem, summon out Fiendsmith, equip Requiem, use those for Necroquip, go Fiendsmith Reborn, recycle whatever, resummon. Now you link those off into Sequentia, recycle those 2. Bring out Aerial Eater. No, like it's I won't show the full combo because it's pretty simple afterwards, but you like of course this combo does lose to Nip because it's a 1 card combo, but that's completely fine. Back with Talon's Thrust, this still plays well into Nip, and if you have any more cards you can easily play through Nip. You go Shavara, set set Escape. Now you link those off into Yama. Yama adds Aruha. You go Aruha on trap effect, summon the Sarama. Sarama trap to set your trap, pop Aruha effect, bring out the Shayama. Now you go into Rage here. Yeah. And in this combo you cannot keep the Shavara in hand. There might be a more optimal line, but that's the combo I've usually been going for. Like with this on Rage, add back the Shavara, go Shavara effect, pop the Sarama, summon the Aruha. So this is like a really simple endboard, which is usually enough. Like people like no deck can break this with engine only usually. So you end on this, have Yama for Rage. So this is a lot of interruption. Yeah. So this like the Fiendsmith pack makes the deck super ignorant going first, and the deck is really good going second already. And the Fiendsmith and the Muskets especially give you a lot more pushes, and it's a lot more consistent now. Yeah, that's it for the list. Thank you guys for watching. Check out our socials, our other videos, subscribe, and see you next time.